Betsy. So from J-Rad. Millsy in P4 with Betsy. Our Division 1 reigning champion there in P5. Winter in P6 and Relic in P7. JC Wales now 3 seconds and a 3-second penalty. J-Rad going through. Well, just Kahoot goes up on the inside, or Noodles. Making themselves go up and down, up on the inside. Noodles, and oh, he spun him. He has spun Kahoot. There's no doubt about that. And Kahoot will be spitting it. Just put that through. So Reedy just maintaining his position there. Betsy 2.3 seconds. Millsy. Oh, Winter spun it. He's spun it around and he's dropped positions and relics. Noodles has gone through. We've got yellows in Sector 3. Does that look like that's Winter, I think? It is Winter. And he has come a cropper here at the chicane of penalty. So Reedy, and guess who is now in DRS of Reedy? Betsy, our current Division 1 champion. Looking very, very comfortable. Millsy P4, Relic P5, Josie Wales. Chrissy's the first to blink. So Chrissy is the first to blink, and in the pits he'll be going to the mediums. Relic is also boxed there, so the first of our front runners. Josie Wales continues on. Betsy with a penalty with Reedy in front of him. Who stays out, goes for the red, stretches it out. There's been no safety car. Betsy's in. Betsy's in. Reedy's in. Millsy continues on. He's going to take the gamble, I think. Josie's in as well. So, the top 4 are boxed except for Millsy. You sure he's going to get himself out? Where's he going to be? So, Chrissy has got himself a nice little gap. Got himself, so the undercut has worked. He's been able to stretch that gap out to 2 seconds. Reedy. Straights just aren't long enough here. Winter's out. Winter's out. Do we have a safety car? No, he's boxed actually. He is boxed in the pits. So Winter, but he's able to go through. So, okay, so is this... Oh, Reedy's moved out of his road. Has he? What's he doing? Okay. Betsy's done it. He's passed him. 7 laps to go. As points stand at the moment, he's on for a massive haul of points and the ability to close down Josie. Chrissy with a 3-second time penalty. Well, is that the trigger for Betsy to sit back and relax? The pens. Ninja's got himself another penalty. So Chrissy is going to go across the line. P1. Betsy jumps him. Reedy jumps him into P2. Relic has won it. Relic wins it on track, if you don't mind. Betsy relegated to P2. Reedy P3. Josie Wales P4. Chrissy. But Betsy's left the session already. Josie Wales. Betsy with a name change in P2. Let's take a look at here. With Reedy getting our top 3. It's a 3-second time penalty. Josie Wales with Chrissy. I'm just going to take a look at that from there. Josie Wales, Chrissy.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome, race fans, and it's Rapid Racing Division 1 action. We are here where I like to call the home of motorsport, Silverstone. and the British love to say it. And in the comms box, finally, after a small sabbatical, Texas's very own Magic Mike, Big Cactus. How are you this evening, mate?
Oh, it's a bloody beautiful day, isn't it, eh?
Yes, it is. It is. Good to see
It'd be
you.
even better if we weren't racing at this track, but whatever, you know.
You don't like this one. You don't like it. You don't like it, but I love it. I love it.
I like the old Silverstone.
Right, okay.
Before they did the redo.
Yes, fair enough.
I think it was a much more challenging racetrack.
Daff,
Bye-bye, Daff.
Bye-bye, Daff.
Go, mate.
Wonder where his brother is. I believe he's still doing his Year 12 studies, so he's not going to be joining us. But good to see a few guys in the chat, including who has been suitably been dubbed now Claps Verstappen. Rapid Clappy.
Here comes Betsy.
Oh, and I believe Daryl's
I gotta get
in.
Daryl.
Where's Daryl? Go get Daryl. Go get Daryl. There he is. There he is. All yours.
Hey fellas, this Daryl Waltrip is that Pajala?
Yeah, it is.
Is he here?
G'day,
Oh,
mate.
there you
How
are.
are
Hey Pajala, how are you doing? Yeah,
I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, shut the hell up.
Okay.
On lap. I'm supposed to be talking right now.
That's it.
Here he goes. He's coming into this here. And he's fucked it. He has fucked it. So he's off the track now. We're going to try to get back with him at a later point when he actually figures out how to drive.
Yeah, fair enough, Daryl. Fair enough. Good to see you back in the box. We've missed you. The championship leader. We'll get to the standings during the break, but the real Benno also in there. G'day, mate. How are you? Persky 968. Never seen you before, mate, but good to have you in there. And are you a rabbit? Well, mate, I'm not. What about you? Yo, g'day to you, mate. So plenty of people in the chat. Good to see you guys in the chat with us. Hope you're enjoying the stream. We are live here from Silverstone, myself and the big man. Very good, Benno, with the sub for 4 months. Thank you very much for supporting the channel, Benno. I'm looking forward to putting you into the Wellington Straight Wall tomorrow night. Good to have you back on track, mate, in the Red Bull. So Chrissy gets our fastest lap of a 1:27.7.
Hey, just a quick technical thing.
Yes.
Both passes are taken, so
Yes.
which car does Kitch need to be in?
Oh, geez. Tell him to take an Aston Martin. Looks like it's free. Yeah, tell him to take an Aston. Looks like it's free. So we've got one of the Euro boys joining us in the Aston Martin tonight. Went with a 27.559, goes pole. Rolo and Noodles coming out here. Willie left for dead. Let's see how he goes around here. Down through Stowe. Up to the Vale. His first one. 27.595 still is our leaderboard at the moment with Winter. Chrissy closing second, 2/10 down. Let's see what Willie's got in store. 28 flat puts him good enough for P4. Meanwhile, 27.8 in the Alfa Romeo for Relic. And Willie's gone through left for dead. Josie Wales just goes bang, puts the Merc P1 27.2 if you don't mind. And he has gone bang. So the championship leader currently here. Don't forget, a little bit later.
Little whoopsies.
Sorry?
Kahoot just had a little whoopsies.
Right, okay. So he's gone through.
He's playing spin and win a little early.
Oh, he is, exactly. Don't forget, tune in. Spin and win. Your chance to win a limited edition RB16 model Max Verstappen World Championship car. That's coming out after the show, after our victory lane.
And Claps, you're not getting picked again, you cheating twat. I know you're cheating in this algorithm somehow.
I'm not too sure how he's doing it, but he's doing it pretty well. The owner's in the pits. So who else is on track? We're going to have a look around here. Betsy comes through 31. We missed him. So Daryl, we weren't watching. I do apologise. I'm sure that we'll get him again. So we'll keep an eye on to him. The real Benno, or Benno 82. Let's see what Rilo's got now in the Ferrari coming down the Wellington Straight. Braking just over the 50, but he's 5 seconds. He's not going anywhere. Left for dead 7 seconds slower. I think there was a warm-up lap. Brakes slightly at the 50. So Betsy was able to get a few points last week on Josie Wales. We'll go to the standings a little bit later, Mike, but Josie's got a commanding 25-point lead, but you know in Division 1, anything can happen. Just one DNF, and all of a sudden the championship's wide open. Left for dead slightly slower in Sector 1, coming through here to Cops. Or as I like to call it, the
looks to be on a decent lap. He's coming out of Chapel. He's got some traffic in front of him here.
Who's this? Kahoot.
Getting a pretty little tow from his boyfriend down the
Oh,
straightaway.
yes, Mr. Noodles. The Greek sushi lover himself through Stowe. Looking very handy here as we go into Vale. Yeah, he did get himself a nice little handy tow. What's he got in there?
Takes fourth gear really early to get to the line, 28-1.
You'd be pretty disappointed with that first one out. Where's Left for Dead coming through? He's 4 or 5 seconds off, so he's not getting any better. Got a Penny coming down the main straights at Chapel. I think that might be... It's not Kahoot. Is that Espinala in a Williams?
Yeah, he said that he had an issue. It booted him out, and then whenever he loaded back in, it automatically put him in this car, so he wasn't even able to select a car.
Well, there you go.
Damn game.
That's it. Oh, hang on. Did Clapsy put it on the podium last night? Ah, right. So, Div 2 bound for Clapsy by the looks of it. Our Division 3 champion now. He's staying where it is. He'll be right. Good to have Espinala in. It's been a while. We haven't seen him for a while. J-Rad's now come in. He's jumped in his legendary Alfa Romeo. He's normally in the Williams, but he's gone into the Alfa Romeo tonight. That's okay. We'll make sure he gets the right points.
Track is starting to fill up with cars again here.
Oh,
Everybody coming out for their second run. Everybody's going to try to make 3. And it looks like everybody's coming out to start their second one. It looks like Kitch Espinal is going to be the first one to come out and actually do a lap right here.
Yep, so let's ride on board with the man, the myth, the legend, Espinala. One of the Rapid Racing Team esports boys. Flat out through here, first section off the Hamilton Straight, braking just at the 50 mark. This tricky left-hander, which is taking second short shift to third, getting onto the Wellington Straight. Not a lot of traction out of that corner. The car has a tendency to understeer and spin out. Down on the Wellington Straight here. Doing pretty nice. If you don't mind, a 28-1 for his first time. Got yellows in Sector 1. Not too sure why, but they've cleared up pretty quickly. Down into Cops. Flat out. Does he lift? Slight lift. Leaves it into 8th. Goes wide and invalidates his first run. Who else is that?
Kitch is one of those sly drivers, though. He did find a way to get through there in quali without having to lift.
Did he?
And go wide. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it doesn't invalidate. So I feel like he was just trying to see if it still worked.
All right, okay.
But yeah, he did do that earlier this year in a Euro race.
There you go. Also, obviously, don't forget to support our great sponsor, Sully Shirts. You're not dressed until you're wearing a Sully's. Use Rapid 25
Betsy's
and
back out on a hot lap.
Okay, well, let's see. Let's see if Daryl takes over. Can you get him in? Let's go. Daryl, all yours.
Well, this here snooky-looking Red Bull thing's coming out of turn 4 now, heading for this light kink onto this back straightaway. Going to head underneath the Ramco gantry. What the hell is in a Ramco, by the way? What the f*** is that? He's going to come down here into this beautiful long left corner, and then he's going to hit this double apex right, which is going to shoot him out on that little short chute to head on to this much shorter straightaway, which used to be the pit lane, which in my opinion still should be the pit straight. He's going to get himself a nice tow heading down into Cops, and he's going to make a lift. Yeah, he's going to lift. He's going to downshift one time. Mercedes moves over to the right to get out of the way. Let's see what he does through here. It should just be a downshift with... No, he stays flat. Wow, he can actually take that flat. Holy crap, I can't do that. I feel ashamed of myself now. What a beautiful line through there. Carries so much speed he does, and he's a 10th and a half up on his lap time. as he goes underneath the Rolex gantry now, heading down the hanger straight. Just fades that Red Bull into that apex, gets a very good late apex, gives him a good run down here. He breaks about 75 meters outside of this apex. Very good. Be careful, you don't want to run wide and end up on that drag strip out there on the left. And he's going to come back on to the front straightaway and set a lap time 27.188. Only 100 behind Wales, but he's still not fast enough.
But P2, very nice little thing from Betsy. Thank you, Daryl. Great to have you back. Espinala, Tier 1 subscription for 7 months. Thank you so much for your support, mate. Lots of love out to you, and good luck for you on track. Espinala doesn't have the best of luck in Div1 in Australia. Has a tendency to box it or box somebody else with him. So let's see how he goes. But look, we've got Rubric, the owner, coming through Stowe here in Sector 3. But he's on a very slow lap. In fact, he's boxing there. Who else have we got coming through? The Haas Abyss. He's coming through now. Let's see what he's got in store for us. Not going to be anywhere near where it needs to be. It's going to be the mid-29s. Lucky to crack the 30s. Nowhere near fast enough.
How about that McLaren driver? The McLarens have been really, really struggling this year in Aussie Div1. But how about Rapid Daff? He's got that thing up there sitting P6 right now.
Absolutely.
With only 4.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, very true. Him and myself may have come to...
Hendo, I was about to say the same shit, dude, but I zipped my mouth.
Doesn't have the best of luck in Euro Div1 either. Is there a story behind this? Is there, Mike?
I mean, he's been working a lot lately. He hasn't been able to put the time into the game like he normally has. So
who we
I
talking
feel
about?
for him.
Hendo.
We're talking about Spinala.
Spinala. Yeah.
Spinala hasn't been doing that good in
Yeah.
Aussie Div1 or Euro Div1. Like I said, he's been working, but I
Wow.
love the guy. But as a racer, it doesn't bother me at all that he's not on his usual pace. I'm completely okay with it. It's just giving me more points.
The beautiful one is in the chat. Jack. Jacko, how are you, mate? Good to see you in the chat. It's been way too long. Way too long. Been way too long. And Cactus has filled in your boots nice and comfy. Nice and comfy, Jack.
Yeah, I'd say they fit well.
Oh, they fit very nice, like a glove, may I say. So, Rubric, the owner, on an outlap. Let's see if one of the Ferrari is on a noodles. He's nice and slow here with about 2 and a bit minutes to go.
Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of time left in this session. There's 4 drivers that have yet to even set a lap time. Spinala is actually out on one right now.
Yep.
He's coming through Maggots and Beckett's right now. About to head through Beckett's and then hit the Chapel exit.
Let's go.
Very clean.
Yep. Continue
Didn't
on.
carry anywhere near as much speed as Betsy did, though, through there. But he's going to run up the hanger straight now, heading toward the beautiful Stowe corner. Stays in 6th gear. This corner is a lot trickier this year, the exit is. The car gets so light as it rises up over that corner. It's very easy to lose the back end of the car. Quick short shift into 4th there. As he comes onto the front straightaway, it's not going to be the best time I've ever seen him run, surely. A 29 flat. He's got more in it than that.
Has to be. But that's probably about the best he's going to be able to achieve. Doesn't have enough to get into clump. Doesn't have enough time to come back and box and then get back out. So let's right on board in the AlphaTauri, the owner, and Rubric is going to be. He's gone. He's going to be starting way back. In the back of the back, and he's got in the road of every other car while he's doing it. Thank God they're actually on a warm-up lap. Anyway, Deb also, and Thomas Island, who has...
Deb is going to get a great tow here heading down this straightaway. He's got 2 cars in front of him giving him a great tow into this corner.
Yep.
Oh, and he's gone really deep.
He loves going deep, Deb. Ask his missus.
I
But
don't blame him. Oh,
he's got 3 kids for a reason.
a
And
lot of traffic in front of them playing with the aerodynamic stability under that rear wing. Got really loose coming out of that corner. Look at all these cars he's got in front of him now, and he's got no turn in whatsoever.
No.
Get out of the way.
wait, please.
You got a car on a hot lap behind you, and all 3 of you are holding him up.
Good to have
Okay,
you though,
he
Jack.
just can't
Whoa,
turn.
he
He
can't
can't
turn.
turn.
There's more traffic ahead of him than he can poke a stick at. Poor bloody Deb. He's got, what, 5, 6 cars in front of him?
Yeah, he had at least 4 in that shot that I could see. That was just he didn't even do anything wrong either. They just didn't want to get out of the way.
Good question. I reckon they all have setups, to be honest with you. They all do. They all have their own... and Willie's going around and round in circles. So we're down to 3 seconds. Let's see where Josie is. Whether he can improve. Okay, so he's just crossed the line. He'll be the last one to come through. Let's just keep an eye on who's coming through. We've got a Red Bull.
2/10 up out of the first sector.
Okay, what about Winter? He's 2/10 up as well, coming through here. He's going to be but he's invalidated. So what about Betsy? What about Relic? Relic is spun
Relic
it.
is around.
He's out. Winter's binned it. So Betsy and Josie.
Chrissy's a 10th up out of the second sector.
Okay. And we've got a bunch of these guys coming through. Left for Dead. What's Left for Dead got? He's 1/10 up. He's going to be a 17.8. Noodles is not going to improve. Chrissy is going to be the next one across, but he was a couple of tenths up. Relic is retired. Is he going to improve 27 just? So P5.
Ooh, Daff! Daff just jumped him.
Wow. What a time from Daff,
Let's
27.2.
go, Daffy boy.
Okay, so Betsy, let's see what this boy's got in store. And the 2 championship rivals. What's Betsy going to come up with? 27.1 P1. Josie Wales.
Josie's going to beat it, though. Josie's
Easy.
a 10th and a half up.
Oh, this could be it. And bang. Josie Wales P1.
Nice. What
There
about
you
Kahoot? Kahoot's coming through
Kahoot?
still right now.
Oh, I don't think Kahoot's really...
no,
Oh,
he's on one
he's
lap.
15
He's
seconds.
on
He's
one
done. That is it. Josie Wales is your pole.
What about Willie? Here comes Willie.
Nah,
Willie
that's it.
just
That's
jumped
it. That's it. It's all over. So, if you wouldn't mind inviting Josie in, mate, that'd be really good.
Yeah.
Because you're the one that actually did the chat. So let's wrap this up. Josie Wales in P1, Betsy P2, Relic P3,
Oh, cactus.
Daff, Chrissy, Rilo, Winter, Noodles, Willie, Curtis wraps out our top 10. In the chat right now is our pole sitter. Josie Wales, congratulations, mate. Tell us about the lap.
Thanks, mate. Just did a bit of this, turned
Bit of
it there, got on throttle there a bit, felt pretty good, came around that corner, I was like, yeah, okay. Then crossed the line and...
What a
did one,
cunt.
Just easy as they like it, but we always say you dance on Saturdays, get paid on Sundays. So,
Oh, yeah, mate.
yeah. And after last night, I didn't get a chance to speak to you, but did you get some damage from Canada from turn 1?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I
got
thought it was.
Wing rear,
Yeah,
massive
right.
damage.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Well, look, I'm going to let you get back to setting up the car.
Yeah,
Good luck in the
cheers, yeah.
race. We're going to go take a look
Thanks, mate.
at the standings. All the best, mate, and we'll see you on track. So let's just take a look at the current standings, and it's pretty close. Relic won it last week, Mike. Betsy was P2. Reedy first on the podium, but Josie leads by 27 points over Betsy. Red Bull leading the constructors as we speak by 40 points over the Ferraris. So, I mean, we're 8 rounds in. This is round 10 now. So, be interesting to see what goes on from here, but a lot to play for, Mike.
Yeah, just by looking at it, there's a few teams that really need to get it together. McLaren being one, and it looks like today they might be able to score some decent points here.
Yep.
With DAF starting P4, that's the highest we've seen the McLaren in the qualifying order all year long, as far as I can remember. So it's good to see the McLaren with a driver up the front. Unfortunately, they don't have a second driver here today, so that's not helping them. But yeah, Haas and McLaren have both got to get their ass in gear and start making some points so they can get up there in the Constructors' Championship.
That's it. So Abyss finished the race. So I'm not too sure if they got the formation lap turned off. So let's go and take a look at the track guide. Over to you, Crofty.
A warm welcome to all of you joining us at Silverstone today as the grid begins to form up for what we hope will be another phenomenal race. It's time for the British Grand Prix. The 3.6 mile long Silverstone circuit is one of the longest of the season, with 18 corners in the current layout. With average lap speeds reaching around 145 miles per hour, it's also one of the quickest tracks of the year. Watch out for cars taking the right-handers of Abbey and of Copse flat out.
Thank you, Crofty. So the boys are gearing up to take to the track. Mate, what are you looking forward to? Who's your pick? Yep, we are lights out, guys. There is no formation, and we are underway. Josie Wales leads us from Betsy into turn one. Take it, Mike, please, mate, so I can get these things going. Relic in.
Yeah, some real jockeying around going here. Ooh, there's a couple that are off on the outside of turn one, but they all keep it clean, running back on. Josie's still in P1. Betsy follows him through in P2. Chrissy able to make his way up into P3, but Daff is falling down the order. What has happened to the McLaren? The McLaren had an absolutely terrible start. Cars moving all over the place to try to get around the McLaren as it didn't get off the line. But it seems like everybody other than McLaren have been able to get through turns 1, 2, and 3 pretty cleanly as we run down here into Brooklands. Everybody just seems to be sorting themselves out, Pajala, but the AlphaTauri is looking around the outside of the McLaren, and it's looking feisty. It wants that position, and it wants it now. It's like J.G. Wentworth commercial.
Absolutely, and it looks like it's going to get done. We're not going to have a Lewis Hamilton v Max first turn. No, Daff lifts. Daff lifts. His sphincter got a bit too bad, and that was it. Daff left it going and left for dead. Pulls himself up to P8. Lovely overtake out there on Cops, flat out. That took a set of cojones, and well done, Left. He gets himself up to P8. So right now, boys are settling in. You are right. He didn't get the start he wanted in the McLaren, and he's dropped from P4 to P9. 5 spots down. Let's take a look at the tyre situation. We didn't get a chance in the top 4 runners, Mike. All got away on the hards. Relic is renowned for being a terrible starter, but he's been able to get... Oh, we got Noodles off. Noodles has spun it into the wall, and he's been joined by Deb. They're having themselves a Spinala party in the back of the grid. So they have gone as well. Betsy's taken Josie. He's taken Josie somewhere. Not too sure where. I'm not too sure, Mike, if you got a chance to take a look at it, but...
No, I didn't get to see it, but Left 4 Dead's picking up another position. He's just gone past Winter in the Red Bull out at turn 3.
Is this man running 00 wings here? To get Winter like that, he is doing fantastic stuff. Didn't get the job done in qualifying, but making up for it in the race.
Winter just didn't seem to be on it in qualifying either. He's way out of position compared to where we expect that Red Bull to be. We expect both Red Bulls to be in the top 4, and he was all the way down in 7th after quali.
Yep.
So
Rubick, the first of the boxes. I'd imagine he's there for a wing, so he's in and out. Back onto the mediums. Up front, Betsy.
Deb's off.
Oh, Deb, where's he? Oh, he's gone for another spin. Betsy's just clearing out here on these hards. He has got this car hooked up, and he's going for broke here in the early stages, trying to crack that 1 second DRS zone. Josie Wales doing everything he possibly can to cling on to. Chrissy in P3. Relic in P4. So Betsy with the fastest lap with a 39. Oh, Rilo went wide like a BBW model on YouPorn, but he was able to hold it on.
Was all over the back of Relics. He got a whole load of understeer as they exited coming onto that corner and onto the front straightaway. Easy to do when you're right under the rear wing of the car in front right there. But Rilo and Left 4 Dead are the only 2 drivers in the top 10 that are currently on that softer medium compound tire. Everybody else is on the hards. These 2 have got to put this tire to use now. They have got to try and gain these positions, which I feel like Left 4 Dead has been doing. Left 4 Dead is up a few positions from where he started, and he's already reeling in Rilo as Rilo now gets up to the back of Relics again. These two, once they get DRS, are going to be dangerous.
I totally agree with you. So let's right on board here with Rilo coming through Cops here into this famous Mackett's and Beckett's and Chapel section. I think the best corners in all of Formula One. Don't want to be biased, but I love watching the cars run through there. Up here to the hangar straight. Relic doing what he needs to do just to be able to keep Rilo behind him as we get to the DRS zone.
Did Relic use any battery up the hangar straight? Because, I mean, the Ferrari behind the Alfa Tower, or the Alfa Romeo, had DRS available and used it and didn't make up anything on the Alfa Romeo down that straightaway.
Exactly. I don't think he did. Meanwhile, Rilo is just sort of clinging here. I think he's going to have a crack at him down the Wellington Straight, so we'll stay on board with him for the time being. Meanwhile,
he's got that better tire. He's got to take
does.
advantage of it right here. And he's there. He's all over the back of the Alfa Romeo. There's no way the Alfa Romeo can hold this one off.
No, definitely not. Oh, he's going to try, though.
Look at that. Look at that. The straight line speed of that Alfa Romeo is absolutely insane. He's going to try to undercut and go back around him, but he can't.
Nope.
He could not get the car there. Oh, he gave him a little tap, though. He
gave him a little
the brakes. That opens up the door for the Alfa Tauri to come by the Alfa Romeo. Now on the inside as they make the run down the straightaway toward Cops. Who's going to lift? Who's going to lift? They bump, they touch. The Alfa Romeo has to get out of his Alfa Tauri. He goes around the inside.
There you go. This is why the #1 Division 1 commentary team is here. Mike White, great comms there from you. Riding on board with Left 4 Dead. Stuck it out on the line. Fantastic call, Mike, as we came around Cops. And the two medium boys and now got through. Winter on the outside of Relic, trying to get inside now. Into Stowe.
Oh, he left his nose in there. That was dangerous.
He did. Oh, exactly. Absolutely. Be having some words to Relic later, mate. Come and listen to this stream, boy, and then tell us who the #1 commentary team is. Whoa! Winter's fallen. Winter has gone into the wall. Has he got wing damage? Dangerous thing. And
did he take a Haas with him?
I think he has. Well, Abyss
he's taking Abyss with him. Abyss is off there as well.
Abyss went off. I don't know whether he just got spooked coming around or what happened, but he's also dropped back. So that is not going to... So Winter's dropped all the way back to P3.
Winters and Noodle are having a ding-dong battle right here out of turn 3.
Yeah, and Winter's tyres are going to be so hot. He's going to have to let him cool down a little bit. Noodles... Looks like he's got the pace, and easily as you like, candy from a baby, gets himself up to P13, but that's not where Noodles wants to be.
How about Betsy? Betsy, 1.6 seconds now clear of Josie.
Yeah,
he's kind of just built that gap, and he's just been holding it.
That's it, true. So Josie needs to do something, or is this all part of the strat for Josie? Chrissy within DRS. Rilo, now 2.4 seconds. Now he's got clear air, but Left 4 Dead. Geez, I'll tell you what. I have no idea what this guy's got hooked up, but it is something else to watch this guy. He just has so much more pace than everyone out there down those straights, Mike, and it's beautiful to watch. He must have lower wings. No doubt about it.
Yeah, some of the guys in our league when we came... Oh, there goes... Ooh.
Who was that? Oh,
did
Rilo.
Ferrari just hit the wall?
Yeah, Rilo.
That was so close.
I just missed it. I was looking at the chat there, but he's been able to drop, and Left 4 Dead goes up to P4. The man is on a mission.
Rilo didn't hit the wall. He doesn't have any damage. No. But how about that Alfa Romeo? The Alfa Romeo is still right there with him, even though it's on that harder tire.
Exactly. So Relic, our Canadian GP winner from last week, was on pole. Decided to use Josie Wells' side pod as a braking point into turn 1. And somehow...
that's okay. Josie's got enough points.
Yeah, exactly. He does. Absolutely. But he was, a worthy winner. Got it on penalty. Chris was the first across the line. So that was just magnificent to watch. I think we're starting to settle down now. Daff's got himself back up to P7. He's going to take Willie there. Nice little pass there by Daff. Gets himself up to P7. So he's up to 2 places, or back to 2. He's dropped already 3 overall, but with those hard tyres, hopefully looking to get through. Willie. There's Kahoot, just getting a little bit wiggly out there. J-Rad, haven't seen a lot of J-Rad tonight, but holding his own there in P10. Thomas Espinala. Good to see Espinala's gone 6 laps without spinning it. Noodles at P13. Winter, they're having their own little battle on the outside of Stowe. Winter is not going to relent, and he's just going to go up the inside, and Noodles has got no answer for him. Let's take a look
I
at
thought
that.
that was Josie Wales that was off for a second.
Oh,
with
is that
his
right?
Teammate Rapid Deb.
Take a look at that on the replay, and you can see Winter just set him up on Stowe on the outside. Just hung it outside of Stowe quite comfortably into Vale, and job done. Let's go back to the live action. Meanwhile, Betsy is really starting to stretch his legs. He's now 2 seconds ahead of Josie. Chrissy's still being able to manage to stay in the DRS while we ride on board here with Relic Winter and Willie. Willie's got himself a little bit of a DRS train, doesn't he, Aussie?
I've just been studying the top speed here between the AlphaTauri and the Ferrari in 4th and 5th. You were saying earlier it looked like that AlphaTauri must be on like 0-0. Well, the straightaways that don't have DRS, the Ferrari is actually faster than the AlphaTauri by about 7 or 8 kilometers an hour before they slam on the brake pedal. So I think the Alpha might just be working better on the current tire right now, which may change once we change tires after the pit stop. The Ferrari might do better than the AlphaTauri on the second stint, but not much has changed here at the front. But these guys are running close here at the back. Thomas Island all over the back of Espinala as they make their run onto the front straightaway.
And the pennies. So, and there was that Deb just moving out of the road, was it? Didn't look like Josie. It was Deb moved out of the road. So he's obviously being lapped already.
Oh, and there's a ding-donger going on up here. Rapid Daft just got past Willie, and Willie lost out to Kahoot as well. Willie just dropped a couple positions right there. Yeah, looked like he tried to make a move on the McLaren, and it just didn't work.
No. So Kahoot at the moment doing pretty well now. He's on the wheel. I think he's nice and comfortable. Just to tell you what, you take a look at the front though. Josie Wales just does not have an answer for Betsy. Betsy, oh, there we go. Ooh. There's your answer. 3-second time. So Betsy now has a challenge. He's got to get himself without 3 seconds. Wherever he picked that up, we know that we're not going to be actually taking that off. You know that we don't remove pens here. So that'll be music to Josie's ears.
Kahoot, not very good through Maggots and Beckett's. He lost a lot of time to the McLaren in front of him. He's got so much straight line speed in that Alpine, though, as they head down the hangar straight towards Stowe. Oh, and Willie goes a little wide there. Thomas Island making the move around the inside of Spinala. Spinala stays there. They give each other racing room. But now here comes the Red Bull. They might make it 3 wide. No, they stay 2 wide. Ooh, a little hip check there from the right rear corner.
Noodles on the inside now, so Winters dropped 2 positions because of it. He was caught out of position. Thomas has just given him the old block. The Pinnies blocked him as they come down the end. Winter wants a little bit more action on the inside. Goes up on Noodles. Holds it nicely in this 4-way dance. And we're talking about P11, Mike. So
it's about to be a 5-way dance. Here comes Curtis in the Haas. He's not far behind this.
Let's be honest, this is
just not on his top game this evening. And now, to the inside comes the Ferrari and Noodles, and cleanly done.
On Thomas Island, lets him through. So Noodles gets the jump. Won't be long before Winter on the inside. Curtis.
Winter's just allowed Curtis through.
Yeah. Unusual. Very unusual. Something must be wrong with Winter. Either he's got wing damage or he's got underfloor damage. Espinal with 3 seconds. So Curtis has been able to get through. Whether Winter's made a mistake. So far, no VSC, no safety car. Oh, Daff on there. just on
Oh,
board.
no.
Commentator's cursing. I said shit, and he still spun it. So Daff has dropped all the way down. Unfortunately, he's going to be coming out in P12, right behind Noodles. That releases Kahoot to get after 4.5 seconds behind Relic and Rilo and Left for Dead, who I think has now hit the wall. Mike, he's not making any inroads.
Not sure.
Sorry?
Yeah, not sure what's going on there, but it's a big humdinger back here. Now Winner's made his way past Curtis. He's going to dive down the inside, make contact with the Alpine. The Alpine is around at turn 2.
Ugh. Didn't see
Winner
it.
threw it up the inside. It was a little iffy. It's right there on the borderline of you should be there or not, but I mean, he was there, and it looked like he just couldn't get it stopped in time and just ran into the back of the Alpine.
He's not having a good day,
That
Winter.
sends the Alpine around. Winner needs to really get his head down here and get past these guys.
Yeah.
Really struggling compared to usual, but back up toward 10th place. I mean, they are absolutely going at it.
Exactly. J-Red is closing on.
Cahoot's slow. What's wrong with Cahoot? Cahoot very slow out of cops.
Has he got some damage or what's happening there? Noodles going through, but 6 seconds. He's lost something. I reckon he's probably binned it outside of cops. He's in a lot of trouble. Noodles is just screaming down this main straight. Oh, Cahoot with the block at Stowe. Not too sure what's happened there. He's going great, Claps. Next time you see him, tell him to get fucked from me. So, where are we? So, J-Rad and Willie. Sorry, talking to the chat, mate. There's this guy that really... Anyway, long story, Mike. Back to the racing. So, Left for Dead, 5 seconds now. So, he's dropping back from these top 3. So, it's really... The top 3, Betsy, Josie Wells and Chrissy are all vying for, but Betsy's just cleared out with 3 and a bit seconds, so he's cleared
There
that
goes
time
Noodles
penalty.
on Cahoot down in the Brooklands. Oh, Josie's just picked up a 3-second time
Oh
penalty.
no, so it's all square and love and war. Chrissy, could this come back?
Give me a safety car with 5 to go. Come on.
There
Give
you
me a
go.
safety car with 5 to go.
Swayze, g'day mate. Hope you're doing well, buddy.
Cahoot seems to have recovered whatever happened last time around there at Cops. He seems to have recovered well from it. He's gotten tires back into the working window. He's all over the back of Rilo, but again, Cahoot, he's very fast through Cops and he's very fast through Maggots. But once they get into Beckett's, he loses a lot of time on the car in front. But there he goes. Driver's left up into Stowe, and he's going to take that as they go and slam on the brake pedal. He's going to take that position away from the Ferrari. There's still... Oh, and there goes our first pitter.
Yep, so Chrissy's in.
That was Spagnola.
And Chrissy's dropped. He's lost it somewhere. We missed where he is. He has absolutely dropped it coming off on the main straight and has dropped himself to P5. So,
Left for Dead up into the podium position.
Oh, there we go. The AlphaTauri boys will be dancing. So Chrissy's made a massive mistake somewhere coming onto the main straight. He's just lost it.
So this is going to be good. Now we get to see what the undercut's like. Espanola in the Williams has just come in and he's gotten off the mediums and put on the set of hards. Remember, he was racing right there with Noodles and Cahoot and Daff. So we'll have to wait and see once everybody makes their pit stops where he filters back in at compared to the rest. Will this undercut favor him and work out for him as he comes out behind the owner, Rapid Rubric, for 17th place?
And Rubric did pit box on lap 1.
Yeah, so Rubric's going to have to make another pit stop. He can't take those tires to the end. Cahoot picking up a time penalty. Everybody's having... This is like an Oprah Winfrey show. You get a penalty.
You get a penalty. You get a penalty. Exactly. Everyone's getting it. They're handing out penalties like confetti. Left for Dead gets 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane, if you don't mind.
Oh, come on.
So... Rilo's boxed as well, so the 2 medium runners are Linus Stern. They'll be going to hards. Let's see where Left for Dead comes out. He's obviously going to the hards. Nicely done. Rilo obviously on the hards as well. So does Daff
Hopefully
get a
we're gonna
chance,
come
but he
out
hasn't
line
boxed?
Stern.
The
Now
gun-
remember, Left 4 Dead picked up that 5-second time penalty, but he's not allowed to serve it at this pit stop.
No,
He'd have to serve
exactly.
it at the next one or at the end of the race.
Yeah, that's it. So it's going to be applied unless there is a safety car. So he's got that 5 seconds. So Rilo knows that now. So they
How
are the
about
two.
J-Rad? Haven't really said that name much here
No.
lately. He joined in halfway through quali, and he's up here running in 5th place now, right behind Rapid Willie. These two making great progress through the
Yeah.
field up toward the front half of the grid.
That's it. So Chrissy's got himself back to P3.
Here we go.
Oh, and Benno with a gifted sub to Persky. Thank you very, very much, mate. Persky, just make sure that you big thank you to Benno for your gifted sub. Just refresh the screen. So just don't forget, Left 4 Dead getting into P3. Benno's handing out gifted subs tonight, Mike, by the looks of it.
Yeah, I'll bloody take one. Hey,
Yeah.
I'll take one.
Exactly. 22
I'm
guys
the
in
damn
the stream.
commentator, and I'm not even subbed.
There we go. I think we need to do something about that. Winter with the fastest lap so far. 12 laps to go. Betsy and Josie Wales 4 seconds. Chrissy another 9 seconds down. Willie in P4. J-Rad P5. Kahoot P6 with Noodles. Those boys have been keeping themselves for company most of this race. Neither have boxed yet, so they are trying to stretch this out. Not too sure, Mikey, does anyone take the punt and the gamble, try to stretch these hards to a soft? Maybe a late safety car?
I don't know. I'm just looking around the racetrack. I'm riding on board with the Ferrari right now. I'm just taking a look around. To me, it's a lot cloudier now than what it was when we started this race. I'm just starting to wonder if there's a potential rain factor here later in this race.
Who knows?
As far as your soft idea goes,
Nah.
that can get in the bin. I don't
Yeah.
see anybody taking that. But
Nope.
Josie's in. Josie's in the
That's
pit lane.
it. Here we go. Betsy getting the fastest lap on 14-lap-old hards. Just tells you how good the wear of these hards on these track is.
We got Josie 4.5 seconds to Betsy when he came into the pit lane. Betsy has absolutely been stonking this race.
Absolutely.
Nobody's been able to touch the pace of that Red Bull. He's been absolutely brilliant. Hasn't put a foot wrong. He took the position on the first lap, and we didn't even get to see it. Unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be the only overtake for the lead, and we bloody missed it.
Exactly. Typical commentators. Just having a chin wag and not watching the race. So where goes Josie? So Josie's fallen out. Oh, Benno. Fireman Racing. Benno with his 4th gifted sub. Thank you very, very much for the sub. Fireman Racing, just thank Benno in the chat for the sub. Just refresh your screen and you won't get ads anymore. So thanks very much again.
Claps, I'm not bad at. I'll clap you straight back in the fucking 80s. You want to face me on FIFA, you little twat.
And there we go. So Josie Wales at the moment looking pretty comfortable on those mediums. Question is, does Winter become the Perez? Does Betsy send the signal out to Winter and say start backing him out? But I think he's got pretty much a handy enough gap not to really worry about that. Rapid Willie's got J-Rad on the main straight. So Willie up to P3. J-Rad's going in for the box. Willie continues on into 3rd. Great performance from Willie, returning after he got his Year 12 certificate. So congratulations to you, Willie, on your Year 12, mate. Hope the graduation went well. And out here on track here in Silverstone. So Willie now leads. Betsy's in the pits. Let's see how much of a jump he's got on.
Got a huge gap to
Huge
Betsy.
gap.
It's
Huge
gap.
That is like 6 seconds. He's gained 3 seconds. Winter has got a call. He's just going to wait there now. He's going to start. Well, I tell you what, there's no team orders at Red Bull because Winter's saying, hang on, let me buy, mate. And Betsy's going, hang on, mate. Just remember who is the Division 1 champion here. I call the shots. So,
well, I think Winter should have gone through right there. Betsy's still in the warm-up stage.
yeah.
He should have just let his teammate go and then taken him again the next lap. It wouldn't have hurt.
No.
It wouldn't have hurt Betsy's race whatsoever to allow his teammate through.
So Josie 4.2 seconds behind Betsy. Willie's just continuing on his merry way. Betsy in P2, Winter P3. Left for dead. He's still on for a podium, the AlphaTauri boy. And Rilo really close behind. Those two boys have been having a great ding-dong battle all race. The Ferrari number 2 driver showing the Noodles Leclerc how it's done.
Yeah, but don't forget that AlphaTauri in P5 currently sitting on a 5-second time penalty when this race ends.
Absolutely.
So that's going to gift it to Rilo if Rilo keeps his nose clean. And Josie sets the new fastest lap of the race. Josie has actually made up time on Betsy. He made up about 1 second to 1.5 seconds during that pit stop exchange.
Yeah.
So we'll wait and see what happens. Maybe this will be a reversal as we see Winter go really deep there at turn 3, completely miss the corner.
Yep.
But maybe Josie will be better on this tire than the Red Bull is. We'll have to wait. But it would be nice to see Josie be better on this tire than the Red Bull and have the two of them fight a little bit.
Fair enough, exactly. So it would be good. But welcome to the chat, the owner of the WRL, the Wallaby Racing League, Kirko. Thanks for joining us, mate. Hopefully your Tuesday night a race around Imola, I think it was. No, Monza tonight went well, mate. Great to be in there. And welcome to you. We will be giving you some details of it. It's okay. It's a 3-way dance between Rapid, Wallaby and OCE. The best 6 from each league here in Australia are going to be battling it out Sunday in a fortnight. It's going to be an absolute humdinger. Looking forward to that. So
who's streaming that?
we are, of course, the number
Damn
one
right.
the number
Damn
one commentary team. Even though Mike Skills thinks he's the number 1 commentator, or really keeps telling him that. But anyway, so
I've
Dav,
never heard of that guy.
no, mate. Sundays Wallaby. You got to tune in, mate. He's actually pretty good.
Oh, right on.
So there we go, Winter, and he is really closing the gap here. He's now within a second, and I think Winter's got the instruction from Betsy. You are about to be my Sergio Perez. But I don't think he really
it's
needs...
going to be Abu Dhabi food truck shit
Oh,
all
that
over
food
again
truck,
from
here we
last
go.
year.
Fucking Red Bull food trucks.
I mean, I'm just going to come out and say it. I don't think anybody can be as good a food truck as Relics was last year.
Yeah, exactly. Relic owns it.
I mean,
that's trademarked.
He was a good enough food truck. He got under Cahoot's skin enough that Cahoot just said, all right, mate, yeah, I'm done with this, and put him right off
Put
the
him in the
racetrack.
wall, yeah, exactly. Yeah, put him in the wall. Absolutely. Now look where Chrissy has snuck up on these two guys like a wily old fox on the mediums. He has
Chrissy
not given up
ran
P3.
Right to the back of the Ferrari.
Absolutely. We didn't see that coming.
Well,
Chrissy.
he's on the faster tire compared to these two now. He had the pace on him when they were on the hard, so it's not surprising to see he's got this.
Slight
Can
lift.
he do the over-under?
He's
Ooh,
got it
what a
upside
move.
down. Oh, you can't go too wide here, boys. Give me a decent cap. Oh, great work, Chrissy. Absolute fantastic overtake by Chrissy. Gets himself to P5.
Chrissy unfortunately made that overtake just a hair too early. He gave the DRS to the Ferrari.
Yep.
I'd say by the end of lap 20, we'll see Chrissy right on the back end of left for dead.
Exactly. You can see that Deb doesn't really care about getting lapped because he's just put in the chat, what a pass. So he's running P18 in the chat. That's how serious Deb takes it. The man just commentates in Twitch while he's driving. That's what we like about the Deb.
Now I'm wondering, you did say earlier about the hard to soft. This has got to be what Winter's doing.
Yeah,
I'm not
exactly.
sure what it's going to gain him over the long run because he's going to lose so many positions. He's going to fall out of the point by the time he comes out of the pit lane.
But I think he's got a job. He's got a job to hold up Josie. He is the new Red Bull food truck. That's what his job is. And I reckon that
I don't
he's
think it's much of a job.
Job.
Josie's there.
No.
Josie is there, and he's not going to be able to hold him off as they
Exactly.
go out of Beckett's and through Chapel
Yeah.
down the Hanger Straight.
Yeah, Winter's not going to do much here. He hasn't deployed anything.
Look at that. Look at how much understeer the Mercedes had going through there, though.
Yeah.
That's going to help the Red Bull in its plight to hold on to this, but it's not going to do it.
Josie on the outside, bang. Just easy as you like. Deploys. I bet you Winter boxes now. No, he continues
stayed
on.
out.
Continues on. So 5 seconds. That is the gap. But Betsy's comfortable. Very comfortable out there in front. Josie, Winter, left for
Oh, is
dead.
that Cahoot? Cahoot's
Whoa.
off. Cahoot's off at Chapel.
I don't know whether he got some damage or just a tiny mistake earlier, but he's been struggling tonight, Mike.
Yeah, well, you know, when you make the transition from controller to wheel, some of these really high-speed circuits, like what Silverstone is, in my opinion, it's like
Yeah.
the highest speed average circuit with as many turns as it has. You know, it can be very tricky, and if you don't have your rig set up just perfectly to fit you, if you have to make like a really tough correction, there's no catching it. It's gone.
That's it, exactly. So Deb's
And that's
power's
just
out.
something that he'll learn over this year.
That's it, exactly. So left for
Chrissy
dead.
has made the pass
Yep,
for
he has.
P4.
He has, so that's it. He's now on the podium.
Look
But-
at all the battery he's used, though, compared to the drivers behind him.
Yep.
Wow, I didn't notice that before. He has no battery left in that car. The Alpha Tauri has half a charge left.
Yep.
Could the Alpha Tauri make a push back and make Chrissy's life a living hell right here down the Hanger Straight?
He could. Absolutely could. Let's see what Left 4 Dead's got. But I don't think he's going to be able to hold off. Chrissy's just no deployment either. Left 4 Dead didn't deploy either. So Betsy with the fastest lap with the 29.4. Comfortable as you like out there in front. I know we
Bring her
haven't
into
been.
the pit lane. Let's see where he comes back out now.
Yeah.
This is definitely going to
Keep
be
an
for the
eye on
soft
it.
tire.
Yeah, absolutely for soft. So,
Took those hards 20 laps. I applaud you, sir.
well done. Yeah, onto the Reds. So, Josie Wales, 7 seconds. That's the gap. I think it's just a bridge too far tonight. Betsy has.
Cahoot's off again.
Oh, what is he doing? And he's into the bin. What's he doing? Is he going to retire it in pits, or is he just going for Reds and get faster lap? So Winter's come out on the Reds. Be nice to see where he can finish up with 5 laps to go. Doesn't have a lot of traffic. He's got what, Curtis 5 seconds. Well, less than it. He's about 5 seconds up the road. He might be able to. He may squeeze in for a point here, Winter, after a pretty disappointing run at the start with a couple of that spin that we saw before. So it'd be interesting to see how far he gets himself up. So Left 4 Dead hasn't given up on Chrissy here at the moment. He's in the DRS. Whether he's waiting for his opportunity to retake Chrissy, who has 0 ERS,
Oh, wow.
like he's on
Rapid
1.
Relics is going to lose a lot of positions when this race ends.
Someone's
He's going to fall out of the points. Almost.
So you're talking penalties here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rapid Relics is sitting on 10 seconds.
Oh, there you go, chat. So we'll soon find what's going to happen. But 21 in the chat, thank you so much to all of you guys joining us. Hope you're enjoying Rapid Racing Division 1 action here live. Rapid Bajala and the man from Texas, Big Magic Mike, bringing you all the action. It has been a procession today by Betsy. He may not have got the pole, but when it counts, he is delivering, Mike, and he's delivering in spades.
Yeah, and he's doing it in such a way you can't even be mad at him. I mean, he made a clean pass somewhere on the first lap, which we didn't miss. It just didn't show it. Okay. Oh, Left 4 Dead. Ooh, that was close.
Apparently
But
in the
no,
chat,
I mean,
the boy-
he's made a great work, so you can't get mad at him. You can't fault him.
No.
He left his teammate out there too to help him and hinder Josie a little bit more, just to make Betsy's job a little easier. And I mean, let's be honest. Red Bull has 2 cars that can fight at the front and help with the championship, whereas Aston Martin and Mercedes don't. They only have one car. Rapid Deb's just not on the same pace as these guys battling at the front week in and week out. So it makes Josie's job a lot harder knowing that he's got to compete with 2 cars instead of just one.
Yep, true.
Left for Dead up here in 4th place, trying to stay on the back of Chrissy. He actually just lost the back end of the car through cops. I don't know how the hell he kept the car on the racetrack.
So now Chrissy. So Chrissy, there we go. So Chrissy's gone pretty comfortable now. I think he's got that P3 sewn up without a mistake. Left for Dead is just going to have to try and pull away from Rilo, but he's got 3 laps to find 3 seconds. I just don't think he's going to go for it. Winter gets the fastest lap, but it counts for nothing if he doesn't get himself up to P10. But geez, I tell you what.
Look at that. He's already there. Jeez.
Yeah, he is.
That's 5 seconds and 2 laps that he's made up on these drivers in front of him. He can definitely get them with 3 to go.
Benno with the spoilers, Cactus, telling us what the penalties are. But anyway, what they do in Euro is their business, mate. We don't give the penalties away here in Australia. But Cactus is a big enough man to make his own decisions, and I'm not going to argue with him. So, let's.
I like the way you think.
I
wish my wife thought that way.
Happy marriage has 2 rules. Rule number 1, she's always right. Rule number 2, when she's wrong, refer to rule number 1. Happy marriage. That's it. Yes. Damn so right. Winter has got. He's got Curtis all lined up. Get the shopping cart out.
DRS open. He's going to make it hard for him, but definitely the Red Bull can outbreak him when they get here.
Inside, yep. As smooth as a baby's butt. Winter made that. Up to P11. And Daff will not put up any competition at all. Winter is on a charge, but I reckon, well, P10
it's only going to be a charge for 1 point. He's not going to be able to catch Noodles. Well, Noodles is way too far out in front of him.
Thanks very much, Social. Really appreciate the feedback. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate you joining us in here tonight. So, Winter.
Mini Cactus we want. I'm sorry, Mini Cactus is in bed.
Oh, no.
Taking a nap for the first time.
We're going to waste.
Leave me alone. I'm at peace.
Oh, no. Oh, no. So, Daff got a clink at the end of Wellington Straight. Winter, I'm not too sure what Daff's going to do. I didn't get that on the stream. We'll replay it.
I recorded it.
Yep. But as Winter,
it looked to me like Winter had committed to a line and Daff moved a second time late.
Okay. So Winter's hanging it out to dry in front of Curtis. Has he got damage out of here? The funny thing about these Div 1 boys is you see a lot of this stuff on track and they don't report it. They just give it up and they go, you know what, it's a race. You know, if you go to the Euro guys, if you smell their backside the wrong way, they put in a report. Amazing the difference between the Aussie guys and the Euro guys sometimes. So we'll soon find out, but Winter's up to P10. Noodles and J-Rad.
I feel a little attacked, but fuck you. We'll move on.
Well, you know what? I just speak the truth. That's all I do. And Willie, here he is holding back J-Rad and Noodles. A fantastic effort from Willie. He'd be pretty happy with 2 laps to go. Annoying the bejesus out of J-Rad, the Division 3 superstar. On the back of the Wellington Straight. Goes up on the inside. Job done. Thank you very much. So J-Rad moves up to P7. Does Noodles take advantage of this? We'll soon find out.
J-Rad, I don't know if you've been paying attention to the timing board, but J-Rad and Willie have just been swapping this position back and forth for a while
right,
now.
Okay. So they're having their own personal swinger party. Sorry?
Yeah, J-Rad usually gets it through Sector 1 and 2, and then Willie just yanks it back from him down the hangar straight. So as they come out of Chapel right here,
watch Willie.
You're going to see Willie go right back through
okay,
again.
right, okay. So we're right on board. Last lap, let's keep an eye on Betsy. Has been dominating today. Willie up on the inside, you're dead right. And Willie just gets it back into Stowe. J-Rad is probably sitting there crying, going, what more do I need to do? They've got no ERS to deploy. Where's Betsy on track? Where's he coming around? He's about to come down to the Cop straight, so back straight or the... Is it the Hamilton straight? Oh, no, this is the Hamilton straight. The front one. I get them wrong.
No. The Hamilton straight is the old pit straight.
Yeah, the old pit straight. So
Yeah.
he's on there into Cop. So let's ride on board. 9.2 seconds. Not a lot else happening on track. Just check if J-Rad is going to get him. No, he's not. He's going to set him up.
I'm on board with him. Don't worry.
Okay,
I'll
Radio,
holler
you
if
keep it
something
up.
happens.
Left for Dead P4. You'll be very happy with that so far. Chrissy P3. He'll be talking.
Is Winter spun off? Winter spun.
Winter
spun. He's out of the top 10.
He's out, so his point is not going to count. Okay, let's get on to Betsy. He put it P2, but that overtake.
There might go too wide.
Betsy across the line wins the Rapid Racing League Division 1 Silverstone, clear by 10
No
seconds.
one cares. Look at this battle.
JC,
There might go 3 wide down into Stowe. Here they come.
Okay, we're going to ride on board these boys.
Basically 3 wide going down into the Maggots and Beckett.
Oh, Noodles on the inside.
Noodles throws it up the inside of the Alfa Romeo. They're going to stick it out, and the two of them are going to go 2 wide down here into the final 2 corners. And Noodles is going to get the position. He's going to send it in on Willie, but Willie holds it off. Nothing that he can do to get past him. Willie going to take P7,
and now he's P6.
The position.
You were talking Relic is dropping back to P8. Willie's jumped to P6. He'll be absolutely stoked. Geez, don't tell me these boys don't take it seriously. What a way to finish it off. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. If you wouldn't mind inviting Betsy Wales and Chrissy into the chat for me, mate. Really appreciate it. Great commentary again from you tonight, Mike. Great to have you in the box. Kahoot gets a 3-second time penalty. It's not going to make a great deal of difference in terms of the DAF Winter incident. I think Winter's actually left the sesh, to be honest with you.
Oh, what a shocker.
So that's it. Kahoot said, you know what? It's doughy time.
Doughy time.
It's doughy time. He just doesn't care. Anytime you're ready, Kahoot, we actually want to go to the victory lane, mate, which you won't be part of. And here he goes again. Jeez, I tell you the tip. You know, we're trying to finish the commentary here, Kahoot. Nice work, 5-second time.
Shut up.
Yeah, exactly. What's it? Oh, God.
Oh, Kahoot, shut up.
Kahoot?
Honestly.
Oh, no, he's just going to... Nah, here he goes.
Oh, and Cactus as well.
You guys going on about Kahoot?
Yeah. Washed. Kahoot washed.
Sure. At least he has a championship though, huh?
What's he doing? Oh, here we go.
What is he doing?
Oh, no. Any chance you can cross the line, Kahoot, that'd be nice. Oh, no. Nice work, Kahoot.
Is there a safety car? What the hell?
There's a safety car.
Yeah, what?
There's a safety car.
What the hell's he done?
He's caused a safety car.
What has he done?
Oh, my God.
AI's just gonna go around and circle. Wait, what the fuck has happened to Betsy?
Hey? No, Betsy,
Look
don't
at
worry.
Betsy.
What's happened with Betsy?
He's fucking celebrating while half cars fucking snap.
There he is. Just unbelievable. So, that's it. Betsy wins a dominating position. Just fantastic from it. So, let's wrap it up and then we'll get ourselves over to victory lane. Congratulations to Betsy. A dominant performance. Betsy in P1, Josie Wales P2, so our championship rivals 1 and 2. Chrissy, a fantastic performance P3, and at one stage it looked like he was actually going to turn the tables from Canada, but he'll be happy with the P3. We'll talk to him a bit later. Rilo P4, Left for Dead P5, Rapid Willie P6 on his return. He'll be very, very happy with that. J-Rad P7, the Division 3 superstar. Relic in P8. the food van boy, Noodles P9, and Curtis rounds out our 10. Spinala almost got himself the points. Daff and Winter, who had that coming together. Thomas Island, Rubik, Abyss, Kahoot with the donuts, and Deb, who apparently lost power. And that's all she wrote for tonight. Let's get ourselves over to Victory Lane and have a chat to the boys. Let's start with third. Chrissy, got yourself back.
He's in here.
He isn't here. Is he?
He is. He is here, sorry.
He is. Chrissy, I mean, look, you'd be happy to get the podium after last week in Canada. Penalties obviously cost you the win, and you're obviously the driver out there that should have won it, but, you know, penalties are penalties. And you had that early spin, which has definitely cost you maybe an opportunity for P2 or P1, but overall, tell us a bit about your race.
Yep, so I think, so basically what happened with that spin now, it's a little interesting story, but my partner came down and gave me a kiss, but she put her head in front of me as we're going through the last corner, and, well, yeah, that happened.
Oh, that's a divorce. I'm hearing divorce is what I'm hearing.
She is no longer talking to me, boys. That's all I'm going to
Dude,
say.
you need to just get like like something on your rig that says do not disturb or something. Like, seriously.
Yeah, so.
Just put a sock on the door.
Can I just interrupt for a minute? Abyss, reach out to us, mate, if you're struggling. Happy for you to come down to D2 and get yourself some confidence. We did the same thing with Swayze, so reach out to the boys, mate. We'll look after you. Continue on, Chrissy, mate. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I was on for P2 there. I was just sort of sticking with Josie, but yeah, after that spin, it was more just recovery, and, you know, I had enough pace to be able to take back the podium position, and to be honest, I'm pretty happy with it, just because it's my first decent result since I turned the line off. So
yeah, good on you, man. Congratulations.
It's been hard, but fuck, we'll
Fuck
take
yeah.
those ones.
Mate,
So.
definitely, absolutely, definitely take those. So, Claps has said that Magic Mike has to do the interview for Josie, mate. So, Mike, you're doing P2,
Why?
mate. I don't know. It's a request from Claps, and now that he's
they think there's a beef between the two of us. If you want, you can just skip Josie's fucking interview. Just go straight to the twat that
Yeah,
won.
I'd honestly would rather that. I don't want to talk to this cunt anymore, honestly. Fucking NASCAR guy, fucking
he's got, ever since Jish last night started to call Claps. Actually, was in Canada. He now refers to Claps as Claps Verstappen. He just believes he's on another level. And
Wait, so what's happened?
I'm not too sure. What's going on? Is there a story behind this, Josie and Mike, or nothing?
I
been
joined
requested?
a party with him one time at.
There's absolutely
it
no
was-
story behind it.
Yeah, it's absolute bullshit. So I was conducting the interview one
It's
night
absolute
after
just
the race while
stupid
you were
shit.
gone, and this twat was like, "Well, you just hurry the fuck up." And I was like, "Hey, when you decide not to race and you want to street twat, you can tell me what to do."
Oh, there we go.
Kind of went on from there. So.
Oh,
yeah,
so
it ain't
basically you were
nothing.
just talking to him in normal Texan. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
okay,
just
there's
normal.
nothing wrong
It's
there.
just
Okay.
a normal fuck
Yeah,
off kind of thing.
exactly.
Just American things or
That's
whatever.
it. Exactly. Oh, well, Mike, do P2, mate.
Well, I mean, Josie, it looked like you didn't really have what it took today, did you?
No, mate. Honestly, I'm happy I got P2. I
Sorry?
said to Betsy yesterday, I was like, mate, if I even get a podium, I'll be happy. I did not practice a single lap until yesterday.
Yeah.
of this
Well, where
track,
did
'cause
Betsy?
I've just
Where
been
did
playing
Betsy
fucking
pass
2K.
you? Because we completely missed it on the first lap. Honestly.
He passed me on
Back straight.
the corner after the hanger straight.
Mm-hmm.
I got
Okay.
a rocket launch off the line too.
Yeah.
I didn't realize there was no formation lap, so I was sitting there for half of it, and then I realized the lights weren't fucking going. So,
Yeah. So,
but I
to
still managed
Kahoot,
to keep it for that part.
Kahoot, can you please at least tell the team, like the lobby and the commentators, there's no formation lap? If you're not going to have it, I don't mind. Just tell us. That'd be nice. So we had no clue as well. I'm just sitting there guessing, and I agree with what you're saying. So,
Right.
but yeah, look, damage limitations. Anyway,
Yeah,
Josie-
mate. Like, I'm happy for it. Mate.
Yeah.
All I want to know is there like for this league? Is there like a poll record for the most polls in a season? Because I'll go for that.
I think you will. Yeah, you've got that, I reckon. So, and if and if Kahoot's got it, you can have it.
Too easy, mate.
Yeah, so yeah, we don't really call. Oh, well, we've got the records. I'd have to go back to Noodles. He'll have the records. So
Yeah.
I actually want to do
Yeah, he'll
something
know
on.
everything.
He'll have it all. So anyway, there you go. So congratulations, Josie P2. Moving on, and our race winner. We, as Mike was right, we didn't catch it on the stream, but I mean, you qualified P2, but there was less than a tenth between you and Josie. You made the pass, and then just you left. You just checked out, and that was all she wrote for the rest. I mean, pretty boring race overall for yourself. I know it would be pretty exciting, but congratulations on the win, Betsy. Absolutely dominated. Tell us about it.
Hang on, guys. I got an important phone call. I'll be back in like
Don't
2
care.
seconds.
Oh, Christian
Don't care.
Christian Horner.
just-
Christian Horner's on the phone. Betsy's getting upgraded.
Just a side note, did you guys catch the battle me and Rilo had?
We
Going
caught
through
parts of
freaking
it.
Cops?
Yes, we did. We got that on
Did
the
a
stream.
nice little switchback on
Exactly.
Cops.
Actually,
I'm
talking about
pretty proud of
stream
that.
and commentators, and I know that hopefully Kirko is in the stream if you
Oh,
are,
here
mate.
we go again.
No, mate. Seriously, Relic is just, threw down the challenge, and hopefully we've just lived up to his expectations. But because
His expectations
I'm
are
back.
really low.
Oh, you are?
since he's
Right,
the number
okay.
one
Was that Christian
commentator
Horner?
So
Christian Horner,
Yeah, kind of.
good. Okay, mate. Well, tell us
It was
about
the
your race.
police, they're onto him. He's getting fucked.
Exactly. Tell us about your race, mate.
I was a bit disappointed in qualifying. I thought I did a pretty solid lap.
Mhm.
I made a few errors in sector 1. And the rest was pretty solid, but congrats to Josie on the pole.
Shut up.
The the first lap I got 2 warnings, so I immediately knew that I had to push and try and somehow build a gap if I wanted any chance of winning. And then I just managed to keep pulling and pulling and pulling. I didn't think I was going to be that quick. But yeah, happy.
Fantastic. Well, you
Josie
absolutely
sucks.
did you ask your teammate to stay out there and play hindrance with Josie, or was that just happenstance that he did that?
No, he did not do that under my books.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no food van.
He's just a bit.
No food, man.
No
He's a
food
bit
van.
interesting when it comes to his setups or comes for strategies. He always likes to go long.
Fair enough.
I don't know
Chrissy's
why.
left. Why'd Chrissy go? Oh, well.
Baby.
already
Girlfriend
did
turned
his
off with
interview.
power to the house, mate.
Don't matter.
Yeah, fair enough then. So let's get on to spin and win. Again, Betsy, congratulations. Great win by you. Josie, P2, you'll take it, move on. Let's go
Fuck yeah,
to the spin and win. Hopefully you boys are joined in the Twitch. Are you in the Twitch at the moment?
I'll get in it.
No.
I'll give you guys a couple of minutes to open it up. Just let me know so you've got a chance.
It doesn't matter. Just fucking spin it. Claps is gonna win it.
Yeah,
again
Claps
anyway.
always
Who gives a
fucking
shit?
wins it, doesn't he? So Hendo's here. We've got 12. We've only got 12 guys in this chat. They don't know about spin and win. Claps is here. He's going to win. He always does. And then he always gets donuts. So, are you boys in the stream? Curtis is here.
I'm in now.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay. So, let's see who is going to be the winner. And the winner is Debonator. Deb!
Oh, fuck yeah, he deserves it. Yeah,
Deb
fuck
is
yeah.
in there. Deb wins, mate. You've got to say, yo, I'm here. Say something. Aussie bias,
No,
Hendo,
mate, it
fuck
doesn't
off.
matter. It
Deb,
doesn't matter.
where's
Either way,
Deb?
he's winning it.
Where's Deb? Deb's got to say g'day or something. He's got to say he's here.
No. Mate, you got to realise his internet went out. So
Oh, that's right, because his power. Okay.
We're
I
going to
think,
get benefit of the doubt on this
yeah,
one.
benefit of the doubt, Deb is here. Okay, because his power's gone out. Okay. Let's see if
Yeah.
we can spin a win for Deb. Let's see what he wins. Ah, I didn't see that. Let's try again. Oh, it's donuts again. Sorry. Unfortunate. Oh, well, we'll get that off the board and we will move on to next week. So, okay, that's it. Wrap it up. We will move on to next week, which is, where are we next week? Just trying to think.
Hungry?
Hungry?
France?
Yeah, hungry. France.
BRS train.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Austria.
Also, just
Nice.
to our chat or to everyone else, thank you very much for tuning in. Don't forget, we will have the 6v6v6 league battle in a couple of weeks. Details to follow, where obviously myself and Mike will be streaming that on a Sunday, but it'll be the best 6 from Rapid versus the best 6 from Wallaby versus the best 6 from OCE. So looking forward to that battle coming up. And from me, from Rapid Bajala, thank you very much. Mike, thanks very much for being in the comms with me.
I've actually been sitting here trying to get my kid to wake up so we would make Claps and Benno happy, but he's not
I should
participating.
just like wake him up.
Throw him at the wall.
Exactly.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
So,
Wake up.
boys,
That, you know.
that's it. Anyway, from myself, Rapid Bajala, from Betsy, who great win from you, and Josie, and Mike, thank you very, very much for joining us. Until we meet next time, it's lights out and bye for now. Good night.